Today's topic is dating in our 20s. I have a few special guests with me today. Go around, say your name, your age, and then y'all can add anything else y'all want to add.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Nas, aka Stacks, one half of the Awkward Thinkers. I am 25.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Vince. I'm 26. I'm the other half of Awkward Thinkers.
Hello, I'm Asia. I'm 23.
Hi, I'm Shay. I'm 24.
Why do y'all feel like y'all are single right now?
I'm actually fresh out of a relationship, so I mean, it's kind of like weird, like dating someone for so long. It's like super hard to just. I mean, I went from 5-6 years of dating to like, what's your favorite color, you know? So it's just like super hard to just be like open to stuff like that. I guess I don't know. And plus, I'm just awkward for real. So I don't know. It's really hard for me to get into some of them.
It's hard to date after you've been in a relationship for so long. It's like weird.
It's weird. Like it's like I'm thrown in the water.
Yes.
And I don't know. The dating scene is just horrible for real.
Well, I'm actually not even dating right now because I'll be moving overseas in a few. So I was like, it's not the smartest thing to do. To Spain.
Oh my God.
That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
No, I don't know. I don't know too much. I don't know.
Okay.
So you
You
in
are.
Spain.
Right, I'm trying to
Sure.
Yeah.
You probably gonna meet somebody there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll only be there for a year.
It'll
So.
be like Cheetah Girls. I mean,
Or like Eat, Pray, Love, or something like that.
I don't know love. I don't know. May never come back.
The reason why I'm single now, I think mainly I'm gonna give the cliche answer is distractions. But I mean, I'm learning now like that's not like what I want eventually because age is starting to kick in. You know what I mean? Things I do want to value little things while I'm on this earth. So I feel like right now while I'm single, I'm just trying to. I want career more than anything. So that's why I'm single right about now.
You don't think you can have both though?
I can, but I'm a person that my balance. I'm like if I like something a lot, I'm all in. You know what I mean? Now I'm just trying to find balance. Like now I'm in the gym. Now I'm doing, I podcast, I do this,
It's
but I
about you.
find it. So I'm just finding time for these certain elements so I can have time for everything and balance it all out. So I'm learning balance really.
Vince is in a relationship we didn't know, but we're still gonna talk about it.
Yes.
What made you get out the single life?
I think I just knew it was time to settle down.
What made you know that though?
It was just something, like
did
something.
your heart just say like yes?
No, it was like, I don't know. I got older. I was like 25. And it was just like, things have to start falling into place. And I'm like, okay, it's time for you to find somebody and like be serious with somebody. So I just was like, let me do that. Let me go find somebody.
How long y'all been together?
It'll be a year, August 8th.
Okay, so you feel like this is your forever person?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I love that.
Wow.
Oh, I love love though.
I love that for you too.
So for the people that aren't in a relationship, why did y'all relationship end? And be honest.
I can say multiple things, but like this time, I was in the wrong. Basically, I will voice my opinion about stuff, and I mean, is it gonna change or what? It's not even about what they didn't change. It's more so about if I'm voicing something, obviously it's bothering me, and I'm definitely someone. It is very hard for me to speak up. It is very hard for me to express myself. So obviously, if I'm talking to you about something, it's upsetting me, So, I mean, things I have done like are wrong. I could have went about it a different way. I definitely feel like I need to work on my communication skills and how I act and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's just more so about like, are you hearing me? Do you hear me? And it's like, do you?
And they didn't.
No.
I wasn't really ready to be in a relationship, honestly. I wanted to focus on myself, but it was somebody who I kind of like was messing with for a while. So I was just like, okay, let me be open to it. But as it started, it just is like, yeah, I knew I wasn't ready. Like, it would be certain stuff I knew I needed to work on, but I just wasn't really willing to work on them, honestly. And I was just like, see, this is where I need to be by myself. He started to venture off just a little bit, and I was just like, oh, no, let me shut it down real quick. And that was cool, like, cause
Venture off as in what?
somebody was trying to flirt and talk to him. He gon', it was just being a little
He was playing
entertaining.
back. He was
Yeah,
friendly.
and just being entertaining.
That's cheating.
Yeah, and so I'm like,
So he was cheating.
yeah, because I feel like how you going want to cheat on me, and we ain't even, come on now, no.
So you have to shut it down.
Yeah.
So
No.
you're not dealing with
So it was a
type
deal
of-
breaker. Yeah, like, it was, yeah.
My last relationship ended. I genuinely think that we needed each other, but we didn't want each other.
Mm.
So we came at a point in time where I needed somebody to be there. She came at a time where I think that she was just getting over somebody. She needed that part to just go out. So I think that, and we didn't realize what love meant for each other or what it required. So I think that's why, things didn't pan out the way they should. That was my dog, you know what I mean? Like, that was my person, that was my friend at a point in time. So it was just like, it was one of those situations where it was like, all right, I ain't eat, I ain't do this, I was mopey, I was this. Because it was like, it's not easy when you sharing certain moments or getting detoxing off of somebody because you're so used to their habits and stuff like that, literally.
So what y'all feel like y'all red flags are?
I am very, very stubborn.
That's
Like,
me.
I am stubborn to the point, like, I will literally miss you, and I'm not saying a word. And I feel like I let a lot of things slide, and then now the glass is full, now I'm somewhere exploding, and this and that, and I'm so mad at the person, but in reality, I need to recognize that I need to be mad at myself because I need to address things immediately. But also, I don't address things immediately because I've grown a lot, so I understand that we're human. I understand that we have attitudes. I understand that we can be emotional. I understand that we can do these certain things, and I've been there before, and I'm a very understanding person. But also, like, I get too understanding, and now I don't understand. Now I'm mad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to work on that. That also comes with me, like, speaking up. I need to learn how to talk. Like, I will literally be sitting somewhere so upset, making up stuff in my head, like, just overthinking a lot, when all I have to do is ask.
So what is it that you are, like, are you afraid to bring it up, or is it something else that makes you not bring these up?
I'm trying to figure that out. I have a lot of anxiety, so when I do think of, like, asking something, it's like, it just won't come out. I don't know. I'm Aquarius. But I talk to a lot of Aquarius, and a lot of Aquarius are the exact same way. Like, we just don't know how to talk. Like, I'm in the midst of trying to figure it out because when I do talk or when I do ask something, I'm like, oh my God, like, I saved myself a lot of frustration, a lot of sadness, a lot of overthinking. Like, I would have something, break it down, break that down, break it down again, So it's just like, I'm tearing myself apart doing that, and I can be tearing the other person apart because they don't even know that I feel this way because I hide so much stuff. So.
Yeah, they can't read your mind either.
And a lot of people tell me that, like, I can't read your mind, but a lot of people say, like, my vibe, like, I had someone tell me, you have this beautiful personality, this beautiful vibe, and it's so infectious. Why wouldn't you think when you're mad it's not the same way? So that, like, made me think, like, oh, okay, that's true. Because when I'm mad, I'm mad.
So you are working on that.
Yes, yeah, it's hard. Speaking up. Speaking up.
Unlearning things, trying to grow.
And I'm 24 years old, and I've been doing this all my life. Yeah.
It's not an overnight thing.
No.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like, actually, to answer your question, I feel like when I do say something to people, I don't want to upset them. I don't want anyone to be mad at me. When I do express myself, I say it in the most calmest, nicest way. I don't want to have an attitude. I'll definitely take a step back. Like, I'll take a day or two. Hey, blah, blah, blah. But also, it's been times in the past where you just start stuff, this and that. I'm literally telling you. So.
Yeah, and then that makes you shut down again.
Yes.
Why are you responding like that?
Now, I don't have nothing to say.
Now I'm over it.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like what y'all both explaining is like something I feel like I went through, and it's just like not being able to be vulnerable enough to have a conversation with somebody, especially when you're explaining something that could be like a vulnerable situation. So like, even again, something that within my friendship with us, we was roommates and stuff, and up until a certain point, like we'd get into it, but it'd stem from like, hey, I'm hitting at this, and then it'd go to, well, here, I'm gonna just come out and say how it needs to be said so you can understand it instead of hinting at it. For me, it was like, I didn't feel vulnerable enough to be able to have the conversation because the conversation felt weird having it. It felt weird to like put everything out on the table and be like, all right, let's actually discuss what's happening and what's going on.
Does you being vulnerable, like, the thought of you being vulnerable and talking to someone, does it make you feel weak? Like, why don't you want to do it? Because I feel like it makes me feel weak, and I feel like I'm gonna tell you this, or I'm soft, I'm submissive, I'm saying this, and then now we're arguing. Now you're throwing it in my face.
Yeah. So
Now I'm just shut up for life. Like that's just
it was like that at a point, but then like I got over it because it was like me expressing myself, me telling you how I feel, me trying to help you, me trying to talk to you or talk with you through something, especially when it comes to a friendship, a relationship, and me just trying to work out an actual issue, isn't me being weak. That's like, and
being an adult,
yeah,
talking.
it is, and like I don't know, to be able to get up and be like, all right, I'm gonna just force myself through those emotions, force myself through that feeling of feeling vulnerable and everything. That strength right there.
It's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, but
Yeah, you gotta work through it. But literally, like the way I worked through it was with him, and it was weird because like we would try to talk, and it'd be like I told him one time, like, I can't look at you while I talk to you and feel like this or feel vulnerable because it feels weird.
That's real.
And so we would start off having conversations with just turn the light off and just I'm in my bed,
wow.
in his bed. Yeah.
I'm stealing that.
I love that.
That helped a whole lot. Because I feel like it's something with looking at a person. And,
but I feel like tone too.
Tone is big.
Sure.
Yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you yelling?
I'm not a yeller.
I will immediately tell someone, please redirect yourself. Because now I'm yelling.
Yelling just feels like you want to have attention.
You want to fight me.
Yeah,
nobody's listening to each other when you yell.
So what are y'all dating non-negotiables? Like mine is I don't date no man with kids. I'm not trying to be stepmama.
That just recently came on for me. I'm not doing that.
You dated somebody with kids?
I didn't date, but I definitely like talk to someone with a kid. And I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like if we're about to sit and really think it out. Like if I'm sitting and really thinking, I'm no longer like talking to someone just to be talking to them. I'm not playing around. Like I'm about to be 25. You feel me? So it's just like I just don't want to date anybody with kids. I don't.
So if it's the guy that you want, right?
Yeah.
Or anything that and he meets all your requirements, and you're dating to get into another relationship, I'm assuming, right? So what's the difference if the kid comes into play? If this is going to be your long?
I don't want to sound like selfish, but it's just a kid is a lot.
Yeah, that's not selfish.
I'm 24. Like I wanna get up and go. I'm a big traveler. I'm trying to go out the country, this and that. You gotta find a babysitter. Baby mom might be mad. Like I'm not dealing with that.
My thing is that I want my first kid to be by the person that I'm with. So it's like I want to share that moment with you. If you already had, I don't know.
Like,
I just can't see myself like, yeah, I can pick
I
up.
feel like it's okay if you're older, but if you're not like dating to be serious and to be like, okay, I'm trying to settle down and then create a family, X, Y, and Z, you shouldn't be doing it. Because then the kid get pulled into that, and now the kid got to go through all that, and you as a parent too, you got to be mindful of that. Don't just bring your kid around just because you dating.
I feel like non-negotiables depends on the person. Like if I gotta fill you out to see like I ain't messing with that. Like I don't do that again. You know what I mean? So I can't come up to get the gate like, all right, I don't like this, and that, because then you limiting your options because that experience that you said this, and that for might be a whole different take with this new person. So that's why I don't want to ever limit the options until we reach that point.
Right.
I don't know. I don't like you said, the yelling. I'm not trying to be with anybody who thinks it's okay to get physical just because you're upset. And I don't like women who try to manage my life. Like
Controlling.
Okay.
I don't like cocky men.
I don't. It's ugly, and I feel like that says a lot about how you really feel about yourself.
Why is it like
You can't.
Why are you so
cocky? I feel like
It's
being cocky. I feel like deep down inside, like you got, like you're insecure for real.
What's cocky though?
And you
Like,
showing
give me
arrogant, like
Arrogant, but arrogant. I feel like being arrogant can go two different ways. You feel me? Like being arrogant in the incorrect way, like you just, I got this, I got that. I don't like. Don't talk too much.
flashy.
Shut up. You feel me? Like I don't. Let me see it. Like we see it, babe. Like we literally see it. Like I got this, I got that. Like
I don't like that.
this actually your last time seeing me for real. I promise. You doing all that? I promise it's your last time seeing me. You don't even know.
I can't do emotional men too. Like emotional, oh my gosh, because no, I'm talking about like emotional to the point to where you have no emotional control, to where you feel like, you know, eventually it might be domestic violence. I was dating this guy, he was controlling, combative, all that. He had anger issues. He showed me all the red flags. I'm like, no.
Good, you last. Do y'all feel like it's important to ask someone's intentions when you're dating them? Let's start with the men. How do y'all feel about that? Like when a woman asks what's your intentions, or do y'all ask women
I feel like my intentions change because when I'm first in this, like first you is always a physical attraction. So when I am dating you, then it becomes like, oh, okay, this person's this person. So it kind of morphs my intentions because how we interact. So I don't think necessarily like, yeah, I know my intentions right away because this is the bam, but it's like it will change the more we hang out.
Me, I try to be upfront. So like, even before me and my girl got into a relationship, when I was on dating apps and everything, if what I'm looking for is what I'm looking for, I say that up front. I'm like, okay, I'm only looking for sex right now. That's all I'm looking for. And I think we was talking about it in the car, that's important when you discussing intentions. Are you dating or are you doing whatever? Because like, dating is going out on dates. Dating is like activities and things and all that. And just having sex is just having sex. But yeah, I like to be clear with my intentions up front.
Just be truthful. Like, what do you want? What are we doing here? Because if I don't like what you're saying, then I can easily just opt
I
out.
think sometimes women, when y'all first come off with it though, because even on the dating apps, that was horrible. Because it was like, that's the first night. What's your intentions? And it was like, can we even get to know each other? I don't
Right,
even know
not
what
too
I
fast.
want
Don't
to do.
ask it too soon.
I need to know what I want to do with you first, or like if there's something that we want to do together or whatever before you start asking all those questions.
So I would say like, so if a man came to y'all and was like, he'd be like, what's your intentions? Da 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 da. And he says like, all right, I'm trying to, let's say, sex. How are you gauging that man?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
If that's what I want too, I mean that's what I want.
It depends
Yeah,
on
like,
if that's what you're looking for too. I
Right.
feel like it's up to the girl. Like, if you with that too, then go.
that's not
Y'all
really
the
what
same
I'm
page.
not.
But if
That's
you
never
not,
been like
then
approach to me, but
yeah,
I
nobody
mean,
has ever said that
no,
to me
no
either.
one's ever said that.
No girl has ever said that to me either.
I just wanna, and I wouldn't be offended, but I mean, it's just, I'm not trying to flatter myself or anything like that, but I've just never got that. Like,
Not even like it ain't gotta be I'm just trying to have sex, but like, oh, I'm not looking for nothing serious right now, cause that's
I've
I'm
heard
just having
that.
sex.
Yeah, I've heard
That's
I've
I'm
heard
just
that.
trying to
That's,
have
yeah,
sex.
I'm just
But and I feel like some guys they not gonna just say that like off that they'll
Right.
show you in different ways through their actions like what they really trying to do, and then that should be a signal like
Mhm.
yeah.
I
That's
mean, sometimes. But not all the time.
what you mean by that?
We have more.
Oh, okay. Okay, well since we're on the topic, why y'all dating like single life and you're dating people? Are y'all honest if y'all having sex with multiple people, and do y'all expect for that person to be honest with y'all?
I just feel like, why are you asking me that?
I definitely have had that question before, and I was honest about it, and the other person wasn't honest, and I ended up finding out. So it was just like, like it was just like, all right, like maybe I should, like maybe I should, but it went. I feel like it mattered, but at the same time it don't matter because it's like, what if I do lie? Like then how are you gonna know? It's just like then maybe you shouldn't be having sex if you feel like you gotta ask, or are you having sex with multiple people? Because like I don't know, I've learned that casual sex is just not all that. I gotta trust you enough to even have like sex with you for real.
Okay, let me come back.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like if we're having sex, like it's only me and you having sex. If I can say that, I'm not asking because that's.
You feel like y'all are just exclusively just doing y'all.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the boundary. Okay. Okay, girl. So that's the boundary for y'all. Y'all are not having sex with anyone unless it's exclusively like y'all just talking to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
feel
y'all
like I
don't
know
do
if it's not a
casual-
consistent thing,
Mhm.
I'm not doing that. Like I'm not into that. I feel like if I have casual sex with someone, I did it. I wake up the next day like, why would you just do that? You feel me? Like why? Now someone in my room crashing out. You feel me?
I'm not gonna lie, I have had casual sex before, but it was like a person who I knew for a long time, and I was like into it, but then I eventually realized like I'm like too, like I value that too much to just be doing that. So I was like, yeah, casual sex is overrated. Like I just can't. You gonna have me tweaking it out, and I can't do it.
Vince, before you were in a relationship, not now.
No,
Have
my
you-
girl, she would be okay. We don't
You know what?
we don't go through that. Yeah, I ask. Like I'm gonna ask her, and I don't mind being asked because it's
What's your
like
sign?
I'm a Libra.
Oh, period. I love Libras. I do.
Yes, I'm a Libra. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I'm a Libra too.
Your signs are just
When's your birthday?
October 8th.
Okay, I'm 13th.
Okay.
Not too bad, but
Yeah.
Okay, wait, y'all too?
I'm a Leo.
I love Leo.
Sagittarius.
I love
having
sandwiches though.
casual sex, it's okay to just be like, yo, what's going on, so I know how far to go. Cause I'm like, if I'm having casual sex, everything that I do with sex isn't open to you, depending on what we doing or like who else we're doing. So I'm not a fan of doing oral on nobody if it's just casual sex. So and if you are like messing with somebody else, I don't want to do that. That's not something I want to go behind somebody afterwards or whatever. So I want to know, and then I want to know just like if we using condoms or not. Like I get STD tested, you get STD tested. We can have casual sex and you be on the pill, whatever you want, and we can do that. But I need to know whether or not you know dipping in somebody else or not, or somebody dipping in you or whatever.
So I have a question. So when it do come to that, like, would you say when it like comes to the casual sex part and you like, you know, let's get STD testing or using condoms and stuff, do you feel like you still have to trust that person in order to be like, okay, I trust that you did honestly get STD testing and you are like, you know, or
I think it
They need to
definitely
send
needs
it.
to be some trust there. You definitely need to be able to see the results.
sending a screenshot.
It makes sense to send the results just to like for my safety, your safety, and just so like when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, I'm not thinking about anything else. Like I'm not paranoid. I don't have those worries or those anxieties or whatever.
It's like, what if they lie? Or like, what if they be like, I'm on birth control, but they really not? Or
Why are you lying?
No, that is scary too. The birth control thing is a scary thing.
Yeah.
The STD testing, I'm going to ask for the results, and I'm going to like send mine just so you have them, and I'm going to expect for you to do the same just so we good.
So, have any of y'all done anything crazy over a guy or a girl? Or has anyone did something crazy over you? If so, what was it? What happened?
So I'll go. I'm a big person. I don't like to be ignored. I don't like the ignoring. I don't like the no text. So I took a lengthy drive, maybe a 3-hour drive or 8, depending. To be like,
You know.
so we gonna have this conversation or what? I just have a pet peeve of being ignored.
You pulled up to their house?
Yeah,
I don't know.
sometimes.
Not no
So more than
random
one.
person.
Not
This
no
is
random
somebody-
person.
No, somebody that he was in a relationship. Okay,
Yeah.
somebody that you was in a relationship
But
with.
you know what I noticed though about that.
Mhm.
Women do like that at times though. Like it's like oh you really did this.
What
Like
you doing?
you really crazy about me, like type
Yeah.
time.
But
So
don't
it's
like
like
make
a-
me feel like you're gonna kill me.
Right.
No, it's not
Now
like
I'm
that.
scared.
You did it nicely. Like,
I mean, it's
Nah,
no
he's
nice
a
way to
Sagittarius. It
do
was
it.
aggressive.
It wasn't super aggressive at all. It was respectable. Let's put it like that. It was respectable.
what was the distance you had to drive?
Like 3 hours.
Oh, you want
You was determined.
Okay.
I would have been flattered.
Hey, sorry.
I'm not crazy.
Okay.
Maybe.
Are you lying, Sean?
They have a lie detector test in here.
Yeah, we need one. I feel like you're lying. Okay.
I am not lying, but are you crazy?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't.
Yes, no.
I don't feel like I've done anything crazy. Like, I don't even think this is crazy. Like, I seen an unknown number call. Like, this guy phone while I was, you know, we were dating, and I'm like, this is weird. It's 12 o'clock. Like,
Who is
who's this? And he was asleep. But I didn't answer. I just called the number from my phone because I wasn't like, is this a girl? I knew it was a girl, but I wanted to confirm it. So I called it, and then a girl answered. So in the morning, I woke up. I couldn't sleep. I woke up at like 5. I just said, I was like, you had an unknown number call you. He was like, yeah, like, you know, unknown numbers, you know, they be calling me. So like, and he was like, well, yeah, this is my friend. I said, well, I talked to her. I ain't talked to her. I lied. He told me everything, child. All you gotta do is just spice it up a little bit. Okay, so Shay, you dated girls and guys before,
Yes.
and you tweeted you don't know what you like. Like, you don't know if you like girls or guys anymore. So tell me, what did you like more about dating a girl compared to?
I definitely feel like I would definitely say I've never 100% been in a relationship with a man ever. Like how I was with like her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've never ever have been like close to anyone like that in my life, and I just feel like I may not know because like I said I've never like truly 100% dated a man. Like I've talked to him, but like dated like that, no.
Why do you feel like that is? Because I'm sure that you've been approached by a lot of guys and they want relationships with
Yeah.
you. So
You know what? I don't know. I don't know because like I ain't gonna say I like low key hate men, but I don't know because I like them. You feel me? But it's just like dating a girl. I don't know.
What was it about her that let you get into? Well, not about her, but like, what was it?
I've never had intentions of dating a girl a day in my life, and
Swept you off your feet.
I had a friend that messed around with girls, and she had basically told me something. I mean, if we're gonna be like raw, she said like head from girls is fire.
Okay.
I'm trying to see. I want to see. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay, back in the day, like 2017, Shaylin like was just crazy. Just I would say player, and I don't miss her, but it was just more so like I was just trying it out. Like my best friend sitting here telling me this and that, so I'ma just try. But when I tried, it wasn't my first time like hanging with her. It was everything. Like to this day, I have never matched with anybody like that, like ever. So it was just like from then on, like if you can get me to start hanging with you every day, like I ain't really somebody that like to be around somebody every day. Like I like my space, I love my space, but it was just with her, like we clicked, and it's like what I've learned about dating a girl. I just had this conversation with someone who dates girls yesterday. It's like you talk to a man, like you sit here talking to a man, like you don't even know what I'm talking about for real. But you talk to a girl, like you're my best friend, like you're literally my best friend. You're my best friend, like genuinely my best friend. Same music, a lot of men. I've ran into men that have the same music taste as me. You feel me? But it's just like with a girl, they have this softer side, like this softer feminine side. The feminine side. But I've also learned that girls are very, very emotional, and I am not a super overly crazy emotional person. I am, but like in different aspects. You feel me? So it's just like with her, it just.
So what your best friend said was true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but that wasn't like I didn't even end up. I mean, it's not like I went and got it the first day. You feel me? Like that's not what happened. But it was just like we clicked. I've never in my life to this day clicked with somebody like that. But I've also learned that Aquarius and Sagittarius are very, very like compatible.
So right now, are you dating both genders? Or
No, I don't think I would ever be emotionally involved with a girl ever again. That's the only girl I've ever been emotionally involved with.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Would I not date another girl?
Be emotionally involved.
Or emotionally involved. I don't really necessarily like girls. Like I wouldn't even sit here and text no girl. I'll be honest. I'm not sitting here talking to no girl. I'm not sitting here on Instagram. Like I'm not going out. If I go out to the club, I'm not looking for a girl. You feel me? If I'm looking 9 times out of 10, I'm going outside to have fun with my friends. I'm not looking for nobody. Don't talk to me in the club for real. Like I'll tell somebody I don't even get my number out in the club. Like shit, it is what it is. I don't. So it's just more so like I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Like I'm not attracted to girls. I don't be looking at a girl like damn. Like I want her at all. It's just her. I don't know.
So what do y'all feel like is one mistake that y'all have made while dating right now? I feel like mine could be like holding on for too long. Like just let it go.
I feel like honestly probably like not being serious, like because like I said, I don't really like a lot of people like that. So sometimes I convince myself I like this person knowing them I do not like this person.
Was it like due to loneliness too?
I think definitely boredom because I can be cool like because now that I live on my own, this is the first time that I've ever like lived on my own and like had my own space or whatever. And so I'm used to like being by myself, but I've always also lived with other people, so I could choose whether I want to come out and be social. But now it's like I don't have that option, so I guess just like being bored and being like, dang, okay, maybe I do want to like, just have a conversation. But with me, it's just like I could be cool with just having a conversation with people. I just gotta be serious about and intentional about what I want.
I feel like I need to stop looking for my ex in people. You feel me? But also, I don't want to say it's necessarily looking for my ex in people. I know what I like. You feel me? I know what I like. So it's just like if it's one little thing I don't like, I mean, it is what it is. It's just not really no reason to continue for real. Like, I want to be more open to like dating because I'm not. One little thing, I'm gone.
I feel like even though like I'm in a relationship, like again, me and my girl, we still dating. So it's like you can still make mistakes, still stuff that you can learn from.
Yeah.
And so like something I just kind of recently learned is like I'm trying to become friends with my girlfriend, but we just don't have like a friendship just yet. And so like I'm trying to be more intentional with opening up about things, telling her things about my childhood, letting her know things that I feel like you will let a friend know. Cause like as a man, when you first start dating and you're courting, and I'm doing all the right things. And I feel like that's what's been happening up until recently. I'm doing all the right things, and I'm trying to make sure I'm being the best romantic partner. But then it's like, you know, you gotta be more than just romantic partners. You gotta be friends. So I'm working on being friends.
I like that.
Thanks.
My mistake, I think, is sometimes I think this is not my girl. She doesn't owe me a response. She doesn't owe me this. This is not my girl, or yet. You know what I mean? So I have to give that liberation for freedom to do whatever and be accepting for certain things that I'm already been accustomed to. So I think that's been my mistake. Like, all right, I be too into it, and then I gotta reel myself back. But sometimes if I reel myself back, I get uninterested, and then it's bye bye. You know what I mean? So I think that's my mistake.
I want to know, how do y'all feel about the sneaky link culture that's going on right now with people our age? Do
I
y'all
think
like
it's
that?
very ugly.
Yeah.
Can you define a sneaky link?
Yeah.
Just like the feeling like you have to have the person that you're dating, even if y'all not together. Why can't we be seen out in public places where a lot of people go together? Like, it's always seeming like it's gonna be news to people. It's like you have to hide them.
And it's crazy because women think like that's okay. Like, I really free my girls from the bare minimum. Like, women have learned to be okay with just waiting on a call, like 11, 12, no dates, no nothing.
Like, that's telling you everything you need to know, girl. If he's calling you 11, 12, what are we doing? If you keep inviting me over to your place,
But you
What?
want
It was never
to
gonna be you.
know what's it was never gonna
It
be
was
you.
never
But you
gonna
wanna
be
know
you.
what's crazy? I will not go on a date with just anybody. But not to flatter myself again, a lot of people know me, so it's just like I'm not about to just be seen out with anybody. 9 times out of 10, if I go to McDonald's, I'm gonna run into somebody I know. That's annoying. Like, that's annoying to me. So it's just like you can't just like be seen out with me. But like I said, I don't know that the sneaky link generation. Like, I hate it.
I think people adapted sneaky link to be more than what it was. Sneaky link is just you being an adult, you having casual sex with somebody who you're not in a relationship with. That everybody don't need to know y'all necessarily having sex. That's just the simplicity of it. Everybody don't need to know who you having sex with at the end of the night.
When I used to have sneaky links, it was to hide embarrassment, because it's like when you with a whole bunch of guys and you like, oh, I hit such and such. I'm like, dang, like I was about to be in it with her. So it's like sometimes you kind of like hold it behind the scenes, or that sneaky link, just to hold it to hear like what's been going on. Is this the real person that I've been investing my time with, or anything else, before I like show it to the public?
I cannot do like sneaky link for real. If it's somebody that I'm trying to be serious with, cause I'm the type of person where I like to love out loud. Like, I like to be like,
Me
my
too.
man. I like to
Posting up.
y'all look how cute he is. I love that. Like, I love just showing like my person off. So like just being behind the scenes, I don't like that, cause then I feel like also you trying to play me, and you trying to play me like I'm not that girl. Yeah.
But that's why I feel like a sneaky link isn't a person you actually dating. It's
Right.
just a casual
Casual
type
thing. Yeah, okay, I get that. Do y'all double back? How do y'all feel about doubling back?
I have and don't. I say no, honestly, just because like I've heard a lot of older people, you know, when they try to give wisdom and stuff, they'll say like there's a reason why you left, and you backtracking it's just not wise. Like, it's not the smartest thing to do, because it's the reason why it didn't work out. So you going back to the situation, no matter if you feel like, oh, it could have went this way, or oh, maybe this situation could have turned out different this way. It don't matter, because it just still turned out how the way it turned out.
Shay said currently and
I am Miss Doubleback herself. Well, my mom always told me like if it's real, it always find its way back. Like, and I believe in that. Like, why we keep coming back to each other? It's the same vibe, the same everything. Like, we never left. Like, I just saw you earlier, literally, not even yesterday. I just saw you earlier, and it's just the same. So it's just like I'm real like big on love, like real love.
I think with that is comfortability, though.
I'm learning that.
It's what you're used to, and what you're like going into is change. You know what I mean?
I agree, but I'm okay with the change. Like, I'm always open for change, but it's just like when I am learning to change and I am trying to date and be open, it's just like none of y'all are this person. Like I feel like if I found my person, like the spark that I get, even when I'm around this person and we're not speaking, I still feel it when we're not speaking. And I don't think it's because that's what I'm used to. I feel like that's because that's what it is. Like it's just, when you know, you know. Like, that's just really how I feel. Like, and me being young, I know that people have to grow, people have to mature more. I have a lot of maturing that I need to do. It may not be the same as you, her. Everyone has different maturing to do, even in this room. So it's just like that spark. A spark is not gonna lie to me. Like, I'm real big on vibes and energy.
Especially early in your 20s, sparks are just sparks sometimes. And, like, it's nice that it glows, it does all that, but you go catch a flame later on in life. You can't keep messing with sparks, not to be all a little metaphoric, but you gotta leave sparks alone because that's all they do is spark.
Well, maybe I used the wrong word. Like, the spark's still lit. If that's the case,
the connection is still
yeah, the connection is definitely still there. Like, it's never left. Like, I just met you yesterday. Like, that's just more so what it is for.
So I do have a question. So like, cause I agree with that too. Like, I do feel like if it could be that person where you just feel like I've had this like great chemistry or spark with, it's gonna always be that. However, like, so you be like, okay, I'm willing to double back anytime, you know, if we get a chance. But
not anytime, but
well, not anytime, but like if you do consider like, okay, yeah, I'm willing to double back. Are you willing to double back fully, like to where you be like, okay, I can fully commit myself to this person, or like, what if the person like it's still that spark, but they still doing stuff that you don't like? Then are you fully ready to double back?
Yes. If I'm always open to change, like if you're sitting here and you're telling me that you're sorry and you're showing me change and you're changing, I'm not asking you to change overnight because that's literally not going to happen. But if you're showing me some effort, yes. If that person is sorry and they really mean it and they're showing that they are sorry, yes.
Men will do the bare minimum just to like stay in. So like I'm doing enough to make it seem like I'm showing effort. In reality, I'm not changing. I'm just taking out the trash.
And that has happened to me, and it is a very big smack in my face, and I'm very disappointed, and now I'm somewhere crying, and I got to deal with that on my own because you knew what was up. When I think of people changing, I think of myself. Like, I can change. Right. They can change, but you have to want to do it. I can't make anyone change.
So what's one biggest lesson that y'all learned from dating so far in your 20s? Or what's a piece of advice that you want to give other people that's dating in their 20s?
I'm gonna use what we said on the show before. Sometimes you gotta charge it to the game. Sometimes if a date goes wrong and she doesn't hit you up, charge it to the game. A chapter may close and it may close abruptly, but it's just you keep moving on and stuff like that. So I just think it's trial and error. You're dating to figure out what you like and how you like it and stuff like that.
I feel like don't put yourself through so many things. Like you said, the trial and error. A lot of times we think we have to go through certain things in order to become this person at the end of it, and we don't. If you see the red flags right ahead, leave a person alone. The doubling back, I don't believe in doubling back so many times. If you know a person ain't gonna change, even having the hope for a person to change is great, but I can't be there with you while you try to change. That's not my job. It's not my responsibility. I think that's important, especially for women. Y'all do a lot of like trying to take care of somebody, and it's not y'all job. Y'all gotta let people grow on their own while y'all doing y'all thing.
I think as like being young is good to also date multiple people. Like that's another thing. Like being serious is one thing, but then also like not being too serious also because like dating multiple people I think is good too, just so you don't get stuck on one person and then like you get this cycle of every time you date somebody you stuck and it just it might not work out. You don't have to like have sex with them, but you know just to figure out what you like because you might not know what you like.
I would definitely give advice to just love yourself first. No matter if you're in a relationship, like put yourself first. Like you have to do that because if you don't, you gonna feel it.
Yeah,
you gonna feel it.
You was about to say something?
I was just about to say a lot of us got to do a lot of self-work on ourselves before we even get to that point, especially again being in your early 20s. I feel like up until you get 25, 26, that's when stuff gets serious. Right before that, you just playing. It's nothing. Everybody is just playing. You can't. Nobody has their stuff together at 24, 23, 22. So you can't expect for somebody to come in and y'all build this whole thing together. Enjoy stuff while you can. Do not take it too serious, like she was saying.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Just have fun with it. We young. to be your person and it's your person. But also, I would say leave after you see the first red flag, because if you keep staying around and around, like
people show you
It'll be a worse
who they are.
yes, they do. Like leave. Don't be afraid to leave. There's so many people in the world. You never
It's
know.
all these people in the world.
It's all these people, especially if you're leaving the city, your hometown. There will be
And
somebody
start looking
else.
for people in different places. You can't keep
Yes.
trying to say.
In the same
Yeah.
settings, you're gonna get the same people. So venture out and have fun with it. But thank y'all so much for being on this episode. This is a good conversation. I appreciate y'all. All right, talk to y'all on the next episode.
Super.